While many survivors are claiming former Ivy Ridge workers are now state employees at the psychiatric center in Ogdensburg, and they are concerned. The Office of Mental Health sent us a statement saying it takes allegations of abuse or neglect very seriously. All agency employees who have direct patient contact are thoroughly vetted, fingerprinted, undergo a criminal background check, and are cross-referenced. The office would not tell us if any employees have been put on administrative leave, saying it cannot comment on employees.